Welcome back to Unknown Facts. Tonight we're diving into something juicy and awkward. Rejection. Even the most glamorous celebrities get turned down sometimes. Love and friendship don't always follow the script, even in Hollywood. We've got stories of public declarations gone wrong, failed reunions, and even denied selfies. It's proof that stars are just like us. They shoot their shot, and sometimes, they miss. So grab some popcorn because these tales involve some of the biggest names out there. Ready? Let's get into it. Let's rewind to a moment that defined a decade of pop culture drama, the unforgettable 2009 MTV Video Music Awards. The VMAs are known for their unpredictable moments, but this one truly took the cake. It was a collision of two musical titans, a clash of egos, and a moment that would be dissected and debated for years to come. Taylor Swift, a fresh-faced country pop sensation, wins Best Female Video for You Belong With Me. As she begins her acceptance speech, Kanye West storms the stage, hijacking her moment in a way no one saw coming. Kanye grabs the mic, the symbol of Taylor's victory, now suddenly in the hands of someone else. The room falls silent, a collective gasp echoing through the auditorium. "Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish, but Beyoncé had one of the best videos of all time. One of the best videos of all time." He repeats the phrase for emphasis, driving home his point with unwavering conviction. The crowd is stunned. Taylor is speechless, her dreams momentarily shattered on live television. The weight of the moment is palpable, a mixture of disbelief and outrage hanging in the air. Beyoncé, the very artist Kanye was championing, looks horrified. She understands the gravity of the situation, the disrespect shown to a fellow artist. That moment sparked years of drama, a seemingly endless cycle of public apologies, scathing songs, and constant media attention. The feud became a cultural phenomenon, dominating headlines and shaping the public perception of both artists. Apologies were issued, retracted, and reissued. Songs were written, hinting at the conflict and fueling the fire. And the headlines? They were relentless, dissecting every detail of the ongoing saga. But here's the twist. A plot development that could have rewritten the entire narrative. After the dust settled, after the apologies and the backlash, Kanye reached out to Taylor with a wild idea, a proposition that could have either healed the rift or ignited a new inferno. He wanted them to collaborate on a song, a duet, a partnership, a fusion of their distinct musical styles. He thought it would be a powerful statement, a way to turn their feud into art, to show the world that even the most bitter rivals could find common ground through music. Kanye talked about it publicly, convinced it was the next big move, a stroke of genius that would silence the critics and unite their fan bases. He envisioned a chart-topping hit, a symbol of reconciliation. But Taylor wasn't interested. The wounds were still too fresh, the memories too painful. After the public humiliation, the constant scrutiny and years of media chaos, she was done with the drama. She was ready to move on, to reclaim her narrative, and to focus on her own artistic journey. She saw Kanye's offer as another spectacle, another opportunity for him to control the narrative, not a genuine olive branch extended in good faith. So she politely but firmly declined. No fireworks, no public statement, just a quiet refusal. No big public takedown, just a quiet, powerful no. A subtle act of defiance that spoke volumes about her strength and resilience. Taylor chose to move on, focusing on her own career, her own music, and her own peace of mind. She channeled her experiences into her art, using her platform to empower herself and her fans. She didn't need a collaboration to rewrite history or validate herself. She was already writing her own story, one song at a time. In a world where narratives are everything, Taylor took control of her own story, refusing to be defined by the actions of others. She became the author of her own destiny. The great Taylor-Kanye collab never happened. A missed opportunity perhaps, or a strategic decision that ultimately shaped their individual paths. Instead, we got more diss tracks and public call-outs, a continuation of the back and forth that had become their signature. But that quiet rejection spoke volumes, a testament to Taylor's newfound strength and independence. Sometimes the best move is to walk away, even when the world is watching, even when the spotlight is shining brightly. Sometimes silence is the most powerful statement of all. Next, we delve into a relationship that captivated the world. A story filled with public displays of affection, chart-topping collaborations, and ultimately, a divergence in expectations. The saga of Drake and Rihanna, a tale woven with threads of musical synergy and intense media scrutiny. Their connection, both on and off stage, became a constant source of speculation and fascination. It's a story of public crushes and private boundaries, a delicate dance between admiration and personal space. The world watched, eager to define their relationship, but the reality was far more nuanced. Drake was Rihanna's biggest fan, an admirer who wasn't shy about expressing his feelings. His admiration was palpable, often displayed through his words and actions, and he made sure everyone knew it. He openly praised her talent, her beauty, and her overall presence, leaving no room for doubt about his affection. Remember the 2016 VMAs? A night that would forever be etched in the annals of celebrity relationship history. Drake, looking dapper in a tux, gives Rihanna a heartfelt speech, a public declaration of his deep affection and respect. It was a moment that seemed straight out of a romantic movie. He confesses his love, laying bare his emotions for the world to see, and goes in for a kiss, hoping to seal the moment with a romantic gesture. Rihanna dodges, subtly but definitively avoiding the kiss, a move that spoke volumes, turning it into a cheek kiss hug, a polite but firm redirection of his romantic advance. The awkwardness was palpable, the internet explodes, buzzing with opinions, memes, and endless analysis of the now infamous moment. Everyone had something to say about what they had just witnessed. They had undeniable chemistry on hits like Work, their collaborations igniting the charts and further fueling the romantic speculation. The music videos were steamy, their performances electric, fueling endless rumors, keeping the media and fans alike constantly guessing about the true nature of their relationship. Every interaction was dissected, every glance analyzed, but Rihanna always kept Drake at arm's length, maintaining a careful distance despite the public's perception and Drake's overtures. Friendly, but never romantic, defining their connection on her own terms, resisting the pressure to conform to the narrative being built around them. In a 2018 Vogue interview, Rihanna finally addressed the situation head-on, offering her perspective on the highly publicized VMA moment and their relationship. Rihanna called Drake's VMA speech the most uncomfortable part of the night, revealing the internal conflict she felt amidst the public spectacle. She said, "We don't have a friendship now," a stark declaration that surprised many and solidified the end of an era for their fans. "But we're not enemies either. It is what it is," she added, offering a sense of closure and acceptance of their current dynamic. Ouch. A clear and concise statement that resonated with anyone who has experienced unrequited affection. That's a direct public rejection, a bold move that challenged the established narrative and asserted her own truth. Rihanna shut down the narrative Drake had built for years, reclaiming her agency and setting the record straight about their relationship. To the world it was a will they won't they romance, a captivating storyline that fueled countless articles and conversations. To Rihanna it was uncomfortable pressure, an unwanted spotlight that she navigated with grace and determination. She took back her story, rewriting the script and asserting her right to define her own relationships free from external expectations, making it clear her relationships are on her terms, a powerful message of self-determination and the importance of setting boundaries. That's why she's an icon, a woman who embodies strength, independence, and the courage to live life on her own terms. Now, let's rewind to a time when Hollywood's rumor mill was churning with the unexpected pairing of Jennifer Aniston and John Mayer. Two stars, each shining brightly in their own galaxy, came together, creating a supernova of media attention. This was a couple that had Hollywood buzzing. A relationship that sparked endless speculation and captivated the public's imagination. Their every move was scrutinized, every interaction dissected. They dated on and off for about a year, a whirlwind romance filled with red carpet appearances, intimate dinners caught by paparazzi lenses, and the constant glare of the spotlight. It was a passionate, albeit turbulent affair. But John's reputation for oversharing, his tendency to wear his heart on his sleeve and broadcast his feelings to the world, ultimately got in the way. His candor, while sometimes endearing, proved to be a fatal flaw in this particular relationship. After their breakup, a split that sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry, the story didn't end there. John, in a move that would forever define his relationship with Jennifer, gave a brutally candid interview to a major publication. He went on to dissect their relationship with an almost clinical detachment, offering intimate details and even making digs about Jen's fame and perceived shortcomings. The interview became a tabloid sensation, fueling endless speculation and controversy. He broke the unspoken celebrity code, the cardinal rule of discretion and privacy. Don't kiss and tell. Some things are best left unsaid, especially when they involve the intimate details of a past relationship. Jennifer, famously private and fiercely protective of her personal life, was understandably not pleased. She valued her privacy above all else, and John's public airing of their dirty laundry was a betrayal of that trust. Her rejection wasn't just the breakup itself, the end of a romantic chapter, it was her total dismissal of his very public drama. Her refusal to engage in the he said she said narrative that he seemed so eager to create. She simply wouldn't play his game. Despite John's subsequent regrets, his public apologies and rumored attempts to reconnect and win her back, the damage was done. Jen had moved on, leaving the past firmly in the rearview mirror. She never looked back, never gave him the satisfaction of a response, sending a clear, unmistakable message through her actions, or rather, her inaction. I'm better off without that drama, without that constant need for attention. By refusing to engage in the spectacle, by maintaining her composure and dignity, she showed her worth. And closed the door on that chapter of her life for good, locking it tight and throwing away the key. Sometimes in the high-stakes game of celebrity relationships, silence is not just golden, it's the strongest form of rejection, a powerful statement that speaks volumes without uttering a single word. This one's about a simple, star-studded rejection, Ariana Grande asking Leonardo DiCaprio for a selfie. Ariana, a huge fan, approached Leo for a photo, but Leo, famously private, politely declined. He wasn't rude, just firm. No selfies, not even for another superstar. Ariana later laughed about it, admitting she was crushed, but found it relatable. This story shows there are levels to fame, even pop stars get turned down. Leo's rejection wasn't personal, it was about protecting his image. He's old school Hollywood, keeping boundaries no matter who's asking. Not even being Ariana Grande guarantees you a selfie with Leo. Jelena, the on-again, off-again romance that defined a generation. Their relationship was a roller coaster with public posts, sad songs, and endless speculation. Even after their final breakup, Justin kept the door open with throwback photos and public gestures. But Selena made her rejection clear through her music. In 2019, she released Lose You to Love Me, a raw, honest anthem about moving on. The lyrics referenced Justin moving on quickly, and the song became a global hit. Selena's message: she needed to lose him to find herself. She rejected not just Justin but the entire cycle of their relationship. Her song was a final, empowering goodbye, proof that sometimes the best closure is a #1 hit. Now a Hollywood mystery. Charlize Theron and Sean Penn. Friends turned lovers, engaged and seemingly headed for a future together. Then suddenly it was over. The rumor? Charlize Theron ghosted Sean. No calls, no texts, just silence. Charlize later said it wasn't exactly ghosting, but the breakup was abrupt and final. Sean was reportedly blindsided and tried to reconcile, but Charlize was done. They still had to promote a movie together, and the red carpet photos were famously frosty. The rejection was absolute. No going back, no discussion. Sometimes the end is just the end. Let's end on a sweet, nostalgic note: Emma Watson's childhood crush on Tom Felton. On the Harry Potter set, Emma was smitten with Tom, but he saw her as a little sister. He was kind and protective, but the romantic feelings weren't there. There was no dramatic rejection, just the quiet reality of unrequited love. As they grew up, the crush faded, and a beautiful friendship blossomed. Today, Emma and Tom are close friends, supporting each other and sharing memories. Sometimes, rejection leads to something even better: a lifelong bond. Not all rejection stories end in heartbreak. Some end in true friendship. And that's our show. From stage crashings to denied selfies, even celebrities face rejection. It's a reminder that behind the fame, they're just people navigating love and awkward moments. Which story surprised you most? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this, hit like and subscribe to Unknown Facts for more. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. You guys are the best. See you in the next one.